Hey everybody, how you all doing? And I'm here with a very special movie review. I don't know if anybody knew about this, but a couple days ago, the brand new Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie recently came out in theaters, or if you have a streaming service that recently been available for streaming, especially on the Paramount Network. And of course, I wanted to talk about it. And of course, believe it or not, I did watch the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie to get myself prepared for this. And of course, my focus is the second one, but I want to lump in my thoughts about the first movie real quick, and that I both love and I both hate the first movie in certain ways. Like I love the fact that they were able to stick to a very good story, a concise story, and keep the mythos of the Sonic the Hedgehog character alive. What I hate about this was the fact that I feel like at one point in the story, I feel like Sonic gets relegated to more like a sidekick character, if that makes any sense, because I feel the focus of the story is more on James Marsden's character and his whole thing, and of course his thing, and of course it's like, okay, you got his backstory, you got Sonic's backstory. It's like, okay, now essentially he has to look after Sonic. So essentially, Sonic, I feel like I don't know if I'm saying this right, but yes, I feel like Sonic is he may be the hero, but here in a certain scene when there's traveling together, I feel like he gets more relegated to like a side character for temporarily, and then once we get to where they were going, now the focus is definitely back on him. There's an epic chase, Sonic doing Sonic things. And there we go. I kind of like that, but at the same time, there's some moments that when we go, okay, I feel like they could have done a little better. And in the same stretch, I feel like the same thing kind of will apply to this one. All right. But I will admit, I was happy to see them follow a really good story. I'm happy that they brought some of the characters that we all know and love back, especially Knuckles, Tails, and of course Robotnik. And of course, I'm going to get to Robotnik in a little bit, but I want to talk about Tails and Knuckles' character arcs for the second one. So I don't know if this is just dumb stupidity or on my part or on the studio part, but first off, Tails and Sonic were always friends back in the Green Hill Zone, wherever their planet was. But here it feels like, oh no, I'm your biggest fan, Sonic. Like, I've been following you, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I feel like, wait a minute. I'm like, they are friends. I'm like, how does Sonic not? But of course, then again, they kind of change that with that backstory at the beginning of the first movie. So I'm like, again, something just doesn't gel with me, and it kind of throws me off. But I will admit, kudos to Paramount to securing Colleen O'Shaughnessy, the actual voice actress who lent her voice to the role of Tails in the cartoons and the video games. So I like that. As for Knuckles, okay, I don't want to get flack for this, but as much as I love Idris Elba, okay, I think he did a great job playing the very, very cool, great, stoic echidna of Knuckles, but what the fuck, Paramount? You were able to get Colleen O'Shaughnessy for Tails, the actual voice actress for Tails, but you couldn't secure Dan Green, who made Knuckles famous? What the fuck? You couldn't get Farrell Atem? Come on. I guess, beggars can't be choosers. But hey, that's just me. I dig Idris Elba's commitment to the character. He did a phenomenal job. Good, and kudos to everyone on their part. Now, as for Robotnik, I both love and I both hate Jim Carrey's performance. Because, now, hear me out. He definitely embodies the insane, psychopathic psyche, just like Robotnik. Like, he's power hungry and all this. But what the hell? In both movies, at one point, I feel like, wait a minute. As I'm watching, I'm like, this is uncharacteristic of Robotnik. I'm like, I feel like, again, this is Jim Carrey playing Jim Carrey, transforming a character that he's playing into him. I'm like, oh, why? Why do you do this? It's so over the top, it's almost camp level. I'm like, he has to dial it down and stick to that character, okay? I don't care, okay? Again, I'm going to say this, okay? I hate to piss off any Jim Carrey fans, okay? But this is the truth. It's like, Jim Carrey, any role that Jim Carrey plays, it's like, he becomes like a reverse Steven Seagal. Now, hear me out, okay? with every Steven Seagal movie, where it's the Under Siege movies or Fire Down Below, it's just him, the same one-dimensional cookie cutter guy in that same. It's literally just Steven Seagal playing Steven Seagal, but under a different name and under a different profession in each movie. Here, it's a reverse of that. It's like Jim Carrey playing Jim Carrey, but he's wearing different clothing. I'm like, why do you do this? I don't like this, okay? Stick to the character. Stop making it into your own thing, okay? I don't care if you're Ace fucking Ventura or the fucking Riddler. You are Dr. Robotnik. And seriously, they could have gotten... And again, I both love and I hate Jim Carrey's performance. Seriously, could have gotten anybody else besides Carrey if Carrey turned it down, okay? Because, seriously, why? Why do you do this? All right, but I will admit the last act of Sonic 2 I felt like was really good. I dug because also I was like getting, holy shit, I'm getting vibes of most of a few different Sonic games, including the original stuff, and I feel like a little bit of, I don't want to say the 06 version. Of course, everyone hates that in that game because that game was just a confuddled, jumbled mess. An incomplete mess, as I would say. But yeah, like in the way of like the style, the storytelling, like, oh, it's the Chaos Emerald and all that good stuff. I'm like, yay, at least they did that. I love the locations of, okay, Hawaii, that really works, because that's something I would picture something ripping out of games. But as for the one part of the movie, I'm like, why Siberia for this one part to get this artifact? I don't want to give too much away. In order to get to the where the Chaos Emerald is. So yeah, I'm like that. Okay, I guess they were trying to explore the depth with Sonic's character, or do something interesting with Sonic, which I think was a cool idea. You know, like, because if you kind of think about it, like, we've seen Sonic do things in certain games, where it's kart racing, or better yet, snowboarding, which we never saw until here. Now we're like, yay! Finally, you get something pertaining that we all remember and love. What made both these movies better is if they played like a song by Crush 40, where it's like Escape the City or Live and Learn. Seriously, any of that I think would put that over the top. But then again, I know, no, beggars can't be choosers. I think they were trying to get some kind of best of both worlds to make both these Sonic movies look pretty good. All right, so yeah, give what's worth. It's entertaining, but. But again, maybe over time, maybe maybe both these movies will be good to some degree. But I am excited. The only thing I'm gonna say is right now. Yes, there is gonna be a third movie. Okay, if you haven't watched after the mid-credit sequence, there's a teaser. Yes. It's happening, and I knew it because I'm like, wait a minute, because someone told me you might want to stick for the post credits. There's something that you'll be excited for that we'll set up for the third movie. I go, I think I know where this is going, and of course when I saw it, I said, yep, sign me up. I want to see a third movie. It'll make it happen, Paramount. Don't screw it up. All right. And with that in mind, I'm going to give Sonic 2. I'm gonna give it a 7. Okay, that's as best as I'm gonna give it, because again, for some things there's some things I enjoyed about it. I'm happy, gave me some nostalgic feel. Maybe someone's brought a smile to my face. For someone to maybe just go, "What the fuck are you doing?" And of course, I'm having a really crazy love-hate relationship with Jim Carrey's portrayal of Dr. Robotnik. Okay. I don't know, maybe over time I'll fall in love with it, but I really don't know, okay? So that does it for today. If you give it a watch, folks, it's available for streaming right now on Paramount, okay? That does it for today. Thumbs up, video, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting videos.